Hi, and welcome to Dad the Noob's Library. I'm Dad the Noob. Thank you for joining me. Today, we're going to take a culinary adventure into the fusion of two different foods. The first one being birria, a left-behind, leftover bits type of stew, and the other is going to be ramen, which is why I'm dressed the way I am, because it is a fusion of two cultures. I hope you enjoy. Follow me as we fumble forward to success. Do I have to be careful? Yes? Okay. Yeah? Look at that. Oh, that smells so good. While birria is a dish of Mexican origin by way of Jalisco, Mexico, the term birria is often used to describe immaterial things without value, or the leftover bit soup. The stew was traditionally slow cooked, sometimes up to 10 hours, and mixed with chilies, garlic, adobo, bay leaves, cinnamon, and goat meat. However, when birria is matched up with ramen, which can be a painstaking dish to make, we have a filling and flavorful juxtaposition of pop culture and old world tastes colliding on your taste buds. Here's what you'll need to make this dish. Alright, these are the dried Guajillo Peppers, and the recipe says we're supposed to do that. Hold it by the tip. Cut off the stem, and then all the seeds just fall right off. What's it smell like, honey?
Smells spicy.
It's a work in progress. We'll see how this turns out. As with most things I do, I have no idea what I'm doing, but that looks like a nice paste for our birria. We can add a little bit of water in it to loosen it up, but I think this is what it's supposed to look like. It's like a paste. And then what we do is we're going to mix it up with our beef cubes over there. And then we're going to let it sit for an hour or two. And then after that, we're going to throw it in the Instapot, and then it should be done relatively quickly. But let's go ahead and taste this. So the birria base, it has the consistency of a thick salsa paste. So I decided to get a chip and dip it in there. It's smoky. I threw 1 teaspoon of sea salt into the mix, and it adds makes a big difference. But that was super good. This is gonna be good. Okay, so here is our birria mix with all the peppers and the vegetable stuffs. Here's our cubed chuck steak or chuck roast, and then we're gonna just pour the marinade in there. We'll leave it a little bit, and we'll make it into our own salsa. Alright, and then we're gonna let this sit and marinate. We're gonna move all the meats around. Ooh, that's nice and warm. Yeah, so that is the marinade for the meat. So we're gonna let it sit in this for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then in the meantime, we're gonna get everything else prepped, the garnish, and then this is the hard part. It's making the base, making the sauce, and then waiting for it to cook. So back in the old days, it would take 8 to 10 hours to make this dish. We're gonna do it in probably 2.5 to 3. Stay tuned. And while we wait for the meat to marinate, it's a perfect time for us to enjoy what's left of the caldo res, which is like red soup or something, the base for the birria with some chips. And we're also gonna get the garnish ready to go. So here you can see we have this menudo garnish. This is typical of most Mexican soups, especially menudo, hence the name menudo garnish. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, adds a little bit more flavor to the sauce. What we're gonna do is we're gonna chop up some lime, and we're gonna chop up some red onion, and then we're gonna slice up some cabbage, so that way we can get some extra garnish into the birria ramen when the time has come, because these ingredients here are typical of most Mexican soups, but I wanted to add that fusion into the ramen, which is obviously not Mexican, but probably recognized worldwide. So that's what we're gonna do now while we wait for the soup to go. Okay. We got some bay leaves, we got a stick of cinnamon, bay leaf cinnamon. We're gonna go into a quart of our unsalted chicken broth, and then we're gonna take our meat that's been sitting in the caldo res base for about 2 hours now, and we're gonna dump it into the Instapot. Slowly. Okay, we're gonna pour in the stock. So I guess you can add more stock into this if you want. I think we're gonna experiment and see how this turns out. And then what we do is we put the lid on. The lid's gonna go on. The lid is on. That's supposed to go? Or is it supposed to lock into place? I don't know. But we're gonna set this thing for 45 minutes and then we're gonna cook it and it should be done and it'll be fork tender. And then once that's done, we'll start boiling water to get the ramen, poach some eggs, and then we'll see what this thing tastes like. Look at that. Oh, that smells so good. That's the caldo res right there. Yes! Look, let's get this right here. You see, it's fork tender. You see that? It just split apart. It just split apart. Oh my gosh. Like that. Wow. Now let's try this. It's very hot. It has good flavor. That cinnamon stick adds to it. On the back end, you have the smokiness of the caldo res paste. I think it probably would have benefited a lot better if it would have marinated for a lot longer. But since it's dinner time, we gotta get this ready to go, so we'll be right back. Alright. And there we go. Birria Ramen. Where is the chopsticks? So here we go. Taste. Oh, forgot the egg. We got our egg right here. Overcooked it. Oh well. We'll plate it better next time. So this is what we got for dinner. Let's mix this up. Oh, it smells like menudo, but with ramen noodles. Alright, here we go. Let's get a nice healthy mix of the stuff in there. So we got that. We got some cilantro right there. We'll get some of the, there we go. Cilantro, got the cabbage, you got the beef. Alright, here we go. There's a lot going on right here.
Can I just try?
A lot going on. There's so much flavor. It's hot because it's hot. What do you think? Spicy hot or hot hot? There's some spice to it. Well, there it is, folks. Birria Ramen. Stay tuned next time when that dude tries to make something else. Till then, take care. That's it, folks. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like what you see, click that like button and hit subscribe because it does help a lot. Until next time, friends, I've been Dead the Noob. You've been you. Stay super duper awesome. Arigato gozaimasu. Buenos noches. And good night.